Inclusivity stands for Andrew. Andrew stands for inclusivity.
Yes.
You guys need to have very good time management skills.
Yes.
What do you think is a piece of advice that you can share from your perspective?
Don't be scared to learn and make mistakes.
Do not be afraid to try things out.
Andrew, you and Andrew Garfield related?
No.
No?
Do I look related to you?
Why not? Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new venture of Claz'room College. I'm Vean from the Student Affairs Department of Claz'room College, and we will be starting a brand new podcast show called the Claz'Talk podcast. Now this podcast is an initiative from the Student Affairs Department to spread more positivity and also awareness of our entire campus and also the things that we do around here. And for those audiences that we have outside, you guys can get a glimpse into our college to see what kind of general life, what kind of events, activities, and also have a little bit of in-look into our whole college. So like I said, this is a show that is predominantly made to spread more positivity and also awareness of the college. And in alliance to that, today I have brought two extremely important guests to better introduce our college life to all of you. And remember guys, this is a brand new venture, so we will be taking in as much input, feedback, and also constructive criticism that we can get to better improve the show. And also, if you guys have any requests of any guests that you guys would like me to bring onto the show, please do let me know. Once again, I'm your host Vin, and along with me I have
Andrew.
Okay, Andrew, introduce yourself a bit. Your name, and also what are you doing, your badge, and also what is your current position?
My current position, well, I'm Andrew from CCSC, and I'm actually the current president of CCSC.
Okay, and
I'm from batch
batch what? Yes.
CR41A.
Okay, CR41A. For those of them that do not know, okay, CR stands for our batch, so it's classroom, CR, abbreviated. 41 is the number of your batch. Okay, A, what does it stand for?
Well, I'm Andrew, right? So I'm the first batch. They cut
CR41A, meaning to say you're in class A, not because your name is Andrew.
Exactly, but I'm in class A because my name is Andrew, so I'm at the top of the list.
Okay.
There we go.
A+ student.
What major are you taking?
Illus.
Illustration.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. That is a short brief introduction on Andrew. How about you?
Hello everyone, I'm Yue Jia and I'm from CRC 39. The C in CRC, the second one, stands for concept design. So currently I'm studying concept design, and I am the former president of the student council. Yes,
the former president. So we have the current and also the former president with us here today. Do you guys feel like you guys are in sync with each other, or do you guys feel like I am better than the other?
No lah.
No,
I think that both
at
of
least
us
here right now, you guys don't want to have a fight like this, right?
yeah, this for BTS.
Okay, all right. So for our podcast, I prepared 4 different segments for you guys. And to start things off with the first segment, we will predominantly focus on Yue Jia over here.
Yep.
Since you were the former president of our CCSC, and also yes, current president. We keep saying CCSC. Definitely got a lot of people that do not know what is CCSC, right? So you might want to introduce CCSC clearly to our audiences, right?
CCSC abbreviation stands for Claz'room College Student Council.
Yep.
Big long name.
So yeah, what do you guys do, and why do you guys exist as a student council?
We represent the student body basically and try to give back as much as we can to the student body.
Yep. So basically you guys are the student representatives, okay? Why we are having the council over here with us today is because under the Student Affairs Department, the student council is also under our wing, right? So we look after you guys, and also we try to make sure that you guys can do as much good as possible to all our students, and that is why they exist basically, to sum it up, that you guys are the student representatives and you guys are the forefronters of our college. Yes, that is CCSC. Now we shift the focus to Yue Jia a bit, right?
Yep.
Yue Jia, you were the former president of the council, So you mind sharing with us like how was your time in the council as the former president, and maybe share with us a little bit on some initiatives that you took as the council president?
I would say that my time as council president, initially I thought it was going to be like, whoa, a lot of stuff to do and stuff like that. But turns out, actually still okay lah. It's not an overwhelming amount of work, but there was still plenty of new things to learn, and it was pretty interesting.
Yes. Let me just stop you there, alright? You said you learned plenty of new things, right? I'm very sure the Yue Jia before council and the Yue Jia after the council is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Let it be in a good or a bad way, regardless, right? There's something that's definitely a shift, because we shift on a daily basis. Every day we got something new to learn. So Yue Jia, on your case, what do you think you have learned the most?
I think something that I've learned the most is to trust other people with more things.
So that wasn't in your so-called CV before this? Like, that was not in your portfolio? You did not trust many people?
No, I tend to do everything on my own, because I thought like if I want something done right, the only way to do it is to do everything myself.
Any specific reason why you felt like that? And what made you have the shift? Meaning to say, from someone who previously had no, let's just say, not much trust on others handling your task, and from there shifting to someone who is more relaxed and can let go of some tasks to have others, gain more experience as well. What made you have the shift?
I think because previously, prior to joining the council, I had worked with many people who were like hitchhikers and whatnot. They don't put in effort, but they take all the
free
credit
riders.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then during my time in the council, I was able to work with people who were each amazing at things that I didn't know could be done, or things that I thought I were good at, but they were even better at. Like Andrew was amazing at organizing events. He understood what the students want, and he was able to surpass the expectations.
Free shout out to Andrew here over here.
Glaze. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is something that you have learned, right? How about maybe you can share with us any initiatives that you took in the council that you are extremely proud of, or you are proud of?
I would say that during my time in the council, like, I think Andrew, the way he manages the council at the moment is that he's more at the forefront of things. But during my time, I was actually more in the background. I focused on like organizing information and stuff like that. So prior to having a secretary in the council, a lot of the paperwork and whatnot was done by me, and organizing the folders and stuff, which I find myself to be proud of that.
That's because only with proper documentation and only with proper SOPs, standard operating procedures, any given organization or things like that would work, right? So that is definitely a very great thing, or a good initiative that you took. How about, before we move on to Andrew, one last thing. How about one, it can be the biggest regret of something that you have in the council. It can be something like, oh, I really wanted to do this, but I couldn't, or, I think I should have done this way. Something like that.
I think my biggest regret is actually not spending enough time with each of the council members.
Oh no. Never mind, you're still in the council, right? So
Actually, ma. You keep saying like you're still in the council, man.
No, like sometimes, organizing like get-together, stuff like that. I never did stuff like that, ma.
Never mind. Okay, so Andrew, as the current president of the council, let's keep this in mind. Okay, so moving forward, try to involve Yue Jia in more get-togethers. Have him participate in more things, alright?
Well, I have to say something before I continue.
Okay.
Yue Jia is giving me compliment, but then it's sort of like a backhanded compliment. I tell you.
Wait.
I include everybody, okay? I include everybody.
Inclusivity.
Yes.
Stands for Andrew. Andrew stands for inclusivity.
Yes.
For everyone, and everyone. That is
yes.
Good. I know about Andrew. It's just that Yue Jia is sharing that, during his time, he didn't had the opportunity to spend more time with the council members because he was busy working on a lot of documentation, a lot of back end stuff, ma. So right now, Andrew, the shift is on you, as the current president, right, being passed on the mantle from the former president Yue Jia, what do you think? You took over from Yue Jia and then you want to sustain on what Yue Jia was doing, or you think that what Yue Jia did as the former president here is what I want to continue?
Well, I'll say that I'm a very, even before classroom, during high school, I'm a very light, joking.
Yeah, very light-hearted
Even
person.
in this podcast right now, I may be very sarcastically doing some at the back. I'm actually quite a serious person inside, but I just have this sarcastic way of explaining myself. I think that I took the most from your seriousness. That sounds kind of bad actually, but during my first meetings that I held, very fresh into presidency, even fresh event organizer, before I became president, I was actually the event organizer. I was very like, if something is up to my standard, I may push it to say, it's okay, it's like that. But after observing how you handle situations like that, I managed to find a balance to be a very joking person and also uphold my standards and be serious when it needs to be. So that is what I observed from you, Yue Jia. Now the glaze is on you now.
But yeah, that is correct. Each and every one of you would have your own style of leading, correct? Yue Jia's one was a little bit different compared to Andrew. So you will have your own way of leading, and each and every time, every leader has a different way of leading. But it's whether or not you can understand your members and then lead according to whatever your members' needs are. Those, I would say, are the most important and most vital qualities of being a leader, right? Alright, so right now, we'll move on to our third segment. So our third segment is very simple. Right now, because earlier, Yue Jia, you shared, your experience as the former president. Andrew, you have shared yours as the current president, right? So this third segment, it can be something a little bit more collaborative. You both, okay? What do you guys, individually, what do you guys think would be one of the most enjoyable event or activity for our college? You guys already know our talent pool, right? You guys know what are the interests of our students or your classmates. So each of you, share what do you think would be the most beneficial, the most fun event or activity for our students. Start with Yue Jia, the former.
I think, confirm, it is Market Mayhem.
Yes, correct. Okay, a lot of people would not know what is Market Mayhem, right? So, let's have Yue Jia. Yue Jia, explain what is Market Mayhem, when it happened, what kind of event that is.
Okay, Market Mayhem is kind of like flea market.
Flea
I
market,
suppose.
yeah.
Students are allowed to bring whatever they want to sell. Like last year, we had students who sold second-hand clothing, their own artwork.
There's a lot, right? Yeah.
Pottery.
Potteries, yes. We have. Why you're laughing? Pottery is good.
I bought it.
Yeah.
Did you
Same.
buy it?
I was helping to sell the potteries. You bought it because I was helping to sell one.
I bought it so I could wear God. I was a top salesman, I tell you, on that thing.
Yeah. But we had a lot of items, right? We had pre-loved clothings. We do not use the word second-hand anymore, right? We say pre-loved so that it sounds more
loving,
more affectionate,
more personality,
and more everything, right?
Sure.
So we had pre-loved items, okay, such as clothings and a lot of other things. We also had people, making custom keychains and artworks. We're an art school. How is it possible that we go without keychains, artworks, and art books and things like that? So we had those. And then we had like custom-made stickers and a lot of things. And last year, our participants, they came within the college and also outside, right? Like even Andrew, I think for you at first you wanted to bring your family over, right, to come and participate. So this year, what are you planning to do? Are you guys planning to reorganize back Market Mayhem?
Reboot the whole thing and keep the core of how the event works, like students booting, but upgrade. Level up. This time around, yes. So once we have more details, more solidified details, then I think Andrew's side, you can definitely let all the students know. But this is also
an open invitation to everyone. So any students that are particularly interested in joining the Market Mayhem, they can definitely come and look for both of you, right? Even Yue Jia is fine because Yue Jia can channel these candidates or these students to the right channel. But yes, everyone can come and look for the student council so that if they are interested in boothing this year, they can do that. It can generate some extra revenue for all the students. But at the same time, this time around, I think we can open up to the outsiders, right? The outsiders, not saying like the outcasts lah. Like I'm saying like the public. The public. So meaning to say this time around, Andrew, you can bring your family over. Okay, Andrew's family is huge, by the way.
I'm not sure about it. You've only met like 1% of them.
1%, yeah. I've only met your mom. Yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited for you guys to bring everyone over and also organize. So that is what you think is beneficial for the students. Any reason why do you think it's beneficial or it's the most fun for the students?
For me, whenever I think of something, whether it's beneficial or not, I first think of like the utility and stuff. And Market Mayhem, not only do students get to, enjoy looking at each other's artworks and, buying stuff, they also get to gain some experience that especially freelance artists should have. So the ability to booth at conventions and sell their stuff, market their things.
Yeah, our students, they love all this boothing, attending ACG events and also comic fiesta, anything to do with like boothing, anime related, merchandise selling. All these are some great experience that the student affairs department, we try to give the students so that you guys can have not just an experience on being a student that draws in our college, but also more experience compared to that, right? So these kind of things, they go a long way. When you accumulate skills like this, in the future, like what JJ has mentioned, if you want to become a freelance artist, the best way for you to sell your work is through a given platform, like something that is happening during Comic Fiesta, one of the biggest event in our Asian market. So yeah, there's one. That is Yeja's part. Now moving on to the Andrew. Andrew, you and Andrew Garfield related?
No.
No?
Do I look related to you?
Why not?
Why
not? Why not? I wouldn't know if you are related.
Got
Like,
the same charisma.
like who knows? Like you might be casted in the next Amazing Spider-Man alongside her.
Never.
But yeah, okay. What do you think would be something that is really beneficial or something that is super enjoyable for all our students?
Well, you just mentioned Market Mayhem, right? Stole my answer, but actually,
Andrew, how about you speak something that you have always brought up to me, saying that you always wanted to do something for the students, right? You have gave me the proposal and things like that. Can you speak a little bit on that? I will allow you to explain it.
Allow me to explain. Well, I want to host a charity event.
Yes, the most noble person
Yes.
over here. Everyone wants to have something more enjoyable, something a little bit more fun, something a little bit more. But Andrew has a more noble cause intended. Okay, Andrew, yes, it is definitely. I would say it is a great, idea that you have. So explain a little bit more on that.
Well, the very base idea for the charity event is that it will be a marathon style charity event with sponsors and basically how any charity marathon works, but with a little classroom twist, I guess.
Okay, that's definitely, I think, because nowadays, everybody is into running as well, and everybody is into a lot of active lifestyle. Running every day, you open your Instagram, somebody has the Strava over there, mapping the orange color thingy. Everyone is putting up their map, Right now, it is not that we are trying to hop on a trend. It's just that we are doing it for a charity basis, and we definitely want to promote, or raise awareness on this cause. But the cause and things like that, we will fixate on it on a later date. However, this is not like I said, we are not hopping on a trend. This is for a more noble cause. But at the same time, we will be promoting active lifestyle.
Yeah.
So if you want to join whilst, showing off your Strava map, You know, you want a screenshot.
You get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, you get the best of both worlds. You get to show off your shout out map. Oh, this is my pace, this is my heart rate.
And you get to support other
And
people.
you get to support a very noble cause.
Yes.
So that is true, Andrew. A
Mhm.
charity event. And what Yue Jia said is more, I would say it will be an annual event in our college after this if it is successful. It is already successful. So we will make it into an annual event. Every single year we will be doing a market mayhem.
Mhm.
But like what Andrew mentioned, every year it will be better,
better
and more.
bigger.
Yes, better, bigger, and more upgraded. Now we move on to segment 4. Segment 4, segment 4, it is you guys sharing your piece of advice or your piece of word to all the students over here, and also those that are aspiring to become the next student council president. Okay, you know, because being in the student council, is it easy? No, right?
It's not easy.
Honestly, it is not, right? There's a
Yes.
lot of behind the scene things that goes
Mhm.
on. You guys have ample of meetings almost like every week, and to make sure that one event is successful, there's a lot of work that's being done, not just through the presidents, but also through the members, right?
Mhm.
They have to prepare, they have to, you know, do a lot of background work so that one, even a tiny event that we are organizing, we have to make sure that it brings a good value and meaning behind it. So the prep work behind such events are big, right? If it is a bigger event, then it's going to be humongous effort that's being put in. So being in the council is not easy. This is where I'm getting at. And being the president, it is an even more bigger feat that you have to, you know, conquer. So what do you think you guys can share for those that are aspiring to become the next president, or let's just say a student is struggling? Because being the president, what do you think is the most crucial skill that you would need? I actually want to know from you guys. One skill set, one soft skill that you think you must have as the president.
The most important thing that I have learned during my time as president is to not be afraid to try things out.
This is one skill that you think that is a skill, you know? Being, it's not fearless, but being like you want to experiment in a lot of things, right? Yeah, so that is one. How about you, Andrew?
I'll say teamwork.
Teamwork.
Number one.
Number one.
Yes.
Teamwork number one. Okay. Why do you think
Like you said, everybody has their own leadership style.
yes, yeah.
But the same goes for the members. Everybody has their own mindset, their own personal timetable, stuff like that. So it can be quite hard to work together as a team, but I have learned a lot, improved a lot with my team working skills. I just think teamwork is number one.
For me personally, right, I think to be the president, there's two very important skills that I think you guys must have. Hence why you guys are in the president role right now. You guys need to have very good time management skills, right? Without time management, even though you guys might feel like, hey, actually, Vean, my time management skill is not that good, but it's actually way better than most of us, right? It's because without proper time management skill, it will be very difficult for you guys to juggle your assignments as an art student and also your council sole duties that you have to carry out. So time management skill, I think it is extremely crucial. And a lot of students out there, they might be struggling with this. And along with time management, the other skill that I wanted to mention is procrastination. Procrastination is not a skill, but it's a quality that we try to avoid. But over and over again, we fall into the same pit.
Everybody has it.
Everybody has been through this vicious cycle. You want to crawl out from that rabbit hole of procrastination. You try to crawl out and you are out. The next moment, a new game gets released. Then immediately you you fall into the same pit hole again. The whole cycle repeats. So yeah, avoiding procrastination, having great time management skill is something that a lot of us, not just the students, even grown-ups, everyone in any stages of life, we try to overcome this struggle. So being the president, what do you guys think anyone that is aspiring to become, like I said, a president or a member or even any student that's working on their assignments every single day, what do you think is a piece of advice that you can share from your perspective?
Like in terms of time management and procrastination?
Anything. Like if they are aspiring to become a president or if you think, even a member that is watching this, any audience that you think you can share a piece of advice.
So like the beginning of the podcast, I said I learned to trust other people. I think everyone should learn to do that. So don't keep everything to yourself, and sometimes it's okay to let others help you, even if it's like only a little bit.
Seeking help, Yue Jia is very, very big on,
Yes.
having to. Yeah, that's a very good thing. Nowadays, not many people want to seek help when they have to. And then in the end, they get lost and, jumble themselves up in a very big mess. Only then you want to. Yeah. Andrew? Andrew, your time management skill, 1 to 10. What would you rate your time management skill?
1 to 10?
Self-confidence, Andrew, is another skill you must have.
Okay. Then should I rate self-confidence also? No
Let's
need
start
lah.
with time management skill
Time
first.
management. Time management, be honest, probably it dips sometimes, it increases sometimes. Like you said, when a new game released, then I'm like,
It fluctuates.
Yes.
It is a very human thing.
recently, I would say it's a strong 8.
Ooh, 8 is not bad. 8 is way better than me. What time do you go to bed? Every day.
When I mention time management, I mention my task divination, not what time I go to bed.
Okay, but like really, what time do you go to bed every single day?
Normally
differs,
like 11, I guess.
11.
Average.
That's
Yeah.
quite early.
Still
I'm a
okay,
old
what?
man.
You try to maintain. You try to maintain going to bed at 11 o'clock.
Not really. I just kind of feel tired.
By
during
11 o'clock,
Yeah,
ah?
by 11, no matter what.
Why?
I don't know, man. I'm an old man. Like, I actually don't know.
But yeah, understandable. Something in the air, bro. Everyone feels tired every single day. Something in the air that we
Something changed already.
something changed already. But yeah, 11 o'clock. That's very good. So yep, time management skill, a solid 8. That's great. But what is a piece of advice that you want to share to everyone?
Don't be scared to learn and make mistakes. Everybody is different, Like I said, everybody has different leadership skills, and don't be afraid to experiment and find your own balance.
Yes. Andrew, you mind sharing? Who shared with you this? who gave you this thought of not being afraid to experiment?
Myself in the toilet in the mirror.
Oh, okay, very good. But yeah, that is an very good qualities that both of you possess, and I really hope that it will be insightful for those that are, like I said, aspiring, to become the next president, or they want to become in whatever position that you want to thrive. A lot of skills that we all know we need the skills. We all know what it takes to be this person. It's just that the journey to get there is difficult. So along the way, you will pick up bits and pieces. You will build yourself, and you will reach that spot. It's just that the journey is quite tedious, right? If it is easy, if you are handed this role, if let's just say being the president, like you come over here, or you just handed this role, you will not know the difficulty or the work that has to be done for you to be in this position. But once you work for it, and once you gain all this experience, then you will know that these are invaluable. So to end it not on a preachy note, but to end it in a more light-hearted note, thanks to both of you for joining our first ever podcast. Hosted by Claz'room College again. This is the Claz'Talk podcast, and I'm your host, Vean. And I'm very happy to have both of you guys over here with us today. Since this is our first ever podcast, I really hope that you guys can, spread this podcast, spread with a lot of positivity, and also show and shower us with your love. Share it with your friends, family, not just within the campus, because like I said, we are going to be we will be covering a lot of different topics in a different, aspects. We will be making sure that this whole podcast will be insightful for a lot of people, not just those that belong in our college, but also those that are outside, and they can watch and they can actually inspire from this whole podcast. So yes, to end it on a more lighthearted note that I've mentioned, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I've always wanted to say this since I was a kid,
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, it is like I feel like it is everyone's dream at one point to become a YouTuber, right?
Wow.
Right?
Yes.
Everybody would
Yeah.
have had that thought, like, one day I want to be a YouTuber. I want to do the YouTube star. I'm going to be like. So, Mom, when you're, I will.
I prove you wrong already.
Yeah. So, yes, we really hope that you can like, share, and subscribe the video, and also spread this video amongst your friends, your family, and everyone. And until we catch you on another episode of Claz'Talk podcast, I've been your host Vean, and along with me I have
Andrew
and Yue Jia.
Yes. Till we see you in the next episode. Ta-ta.